So one thing I want to talk about today is the concept of reframing. My friend Rachel Robertson asked an excellent question on the Business Sense for Composers Facebook group. And basically it talked about the struggle of, do I say I'm a composer? Or do I say I'm trying to break into composing? Am I an aspiring composer? Am I trying to be a composer? When I was dating Sarah before we got married, I struggled with, do I label myself as a composer even though I'm not working as a composer? The idea of reframing comes to mind. So it's very easy for us artists, and basically for people, humans, to identify things that we're not doing. But what we should try and do is reframe our mindset, our picture, into what we are doing. So if you're a younger composer, then just say, I'm a young composer. Don't say I'm aspiring to be a composer. Don't say I'm trying to get into the industry. Just say, I'm new. I'm a fresh new composer. The concept of making it is a strange thing because, for example, I felt like I would have made it when I had my first video game launch with my work in it. Well, that happened and I didn't feel like I'd made it as a composer. So then I thought, okay, maybe it's when I've had 2 video games or 5 video games. And once those came out, I'll feel like I've made it. That happened. I still didn't feel like I've made it. Fast forward 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 projects, and this is not me trying to brag to say I've worked on so much stuff. It's trying to illustrate to all of you that your metric of success probably is going to evolve and change. Actually, the more successful you get, the more you work, you feel like, I haven't made it. I'm just trying to learn as much as I can and do as much as I can and keep growing as an artist and as an individual. But if I had this notion, if I stuck to that original idea, oh, working 10 games and I've made it, well, that's a very low goal. So my advice to people who are young, to people who are fresh in the industry, is just say, I'm a young composer. Don't say I'm an aspiring, don't say I'm trying to be a composer. Just say I'm a composer. Because there's no bar saying, well, if you haven't written music like this, or if you haven't made X amount of money, then you're not a composer. There's no bar like that. There's no limit, and there's no threshold to say you have to do X or Y to become legit. Instead, just say, I'm a young composer. I'm a new, fresh face in the industry. I'm striking out to make my mark, and leave it at that. And let your work speak for itself. So I mentor a lot of people. I review a lot of tracks, and the last thing I'm thinking about when I look at someone's work is, I wonder how many games they've made or how many films have they worked on. I don't think about that. I literally just listen to the work and say, is it good? Is it bad? In my personal opinion. Is the production good? Is the writing good? Is the arrangement good? Could they work on this? Could they work on that? And if it's really, really good, then I start looking into all those other things. Well, how long have they been in the industry? Or how many credits have they done? How long have they been in the industry? Or how many games or projects have they worked on? And in some cases, I'm really pleasantly surprised, because it might be something where, hey, this sounds amazing, and this person hasn't worked on any projects yet. So to summarize, just reframe your mindset to allow yourself to emphasize what you're doing well, what you are doing, to clients and to friends and to yourself. Yeah, that's pretty much it. If you like what I'm doing, if you like these videos, please subscribe. If you want to be notified about new videos, please hit the bell. And I need to think of a better sign off than this. Oh, the cicadas. Except where you are and go from this is stupid. Because I'll tell you a story. Nate, story time.